And I'm here with Tegan and Sara at the Firefly Festival in Dover, Delaware. How you doing?
Good. Really good.
All right. So you guys called yourselves, I think you said intelligent pop at one point, and for the longest time, pop has kind of had like this negative stigma with it, and recently artists like you and even Lord kind of like showed that pop can go in new different directions. What do you see in the future of pop music? Is it gonna go in more that direction?
I hope so. I mean, we're both really excited to see what happens next. I mean, there's a lot of really amazing artists coming up. You just spoke about Lord, who's really wonderful, and I think that she might do something really cool. And I mean, there's just a young crop of amazing artists out there doing, fusion with like electronic and pop and rock elements, and I think we'll just continue to see a lot more of that. I hope anyway.
So you've been around since like 1999, I believe, but you've become a household name recently. It's kind of a weird sudden rise in success, which is really cool. How do you feel about really connecting with the new generation of kids and like grown up children, so to speak, with the Lego movie?
We're really excited. Obviously, we have been around for a really long time, and I think part of surviving is making a new connection with a different group of people. And so if it's kids through the Lego movie or just a new generation of teenagers who are discovering music, or even some of our older fans who kind of lost touch with us and then they heard Closer on the radio, and I mean, we've heard directly from some of those people that they thought we were like dead or gone or I don't know. And then they're like, you're still around. That's great. So we're just looking at it like it's an opportunity for us to diversify the fan base, stay integral, and make music that is exciting and surprising people as long as we can.
Even my mom, whose musical knowledge just doesn't really extend beyond like Simon and Garfunkel, knows about you guys now. So that's it's really cool.
Good news.
So are there any other artists here at Firefly that you're excited to play with or watch?
We think it's a really amazing festival, like for everything from, Beck and Outkast and Imagine Dragons to some of the smaller bands that people might not know about, like some really good friends of ours. Lucius were playing earlier. We love Cage the Elephant and Sleigh Bells. Tune Yards is about to start, and it's a great lineup. I mean, even yesterday and tomorrow has great stuff, so I think this is a really standout lineup. It's really diverse, and I think that's really awesome because that's the point of playing a music festival, get in front of people who haven't heard you play before. So.
You encountered Dave Grohl?
Not yet. We have met him though before. Oh, really? Yeah, we played years ago. Neil Young does a concert every year called Bridge School, and he gets lots of big acts to come and play acoustically at Shoreline Amphitheater, and it raises money for a school called Bridge School. And the first year that we did it, it was Foo Fighters and Neil Young and Crosby, Stills and Nash and Beck and a bunch of other artists. And so everybody, you just show up the first night and everyone goes to a barbecue at Neil Young's house, and we were like 20, and we're just like, hey, cool, Dave Grohl, no problem. Hey, Beck, like, hey, Dave Matthews Band. I mean, it was like, hey, Crosby, Stills, Nash Young. Like, it was very overwhelming. Our parents were with us, and we just kept going into rooms and hiding and squealing. And we've had a very, very, very amazing career. Very lucky. So.
Yeah, I bet. One last thing. Are there any shout-outs to bands? I asked this of everybody I interview, actually, that you'd want to spread the word about. Any up-and-coming bands?
Sure. Right now, a lot of the music that I'm listening to is probably as well known. I mean, I sometimes feel like I'm the last to know. I sort of am like delighted when I discover something, and then often people have discovered it well before me, and I'll think like, what's wrong with me? I can't believe, like, I'm just getting into Disclosure, for example, like right now, and I'm like, that's been around for years. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? But I really do like, there's a group in Montreal called Magical Clouds, and they're actually going to go out and do the whole Lord tour, and I think he's a genius, and I love that record, and I was super excited to see him attached to that, what is going to be like a huge tour. So Magical Clouds from Montreal, they're awesome.
That's awesome. Well, this has been Doug with Tegan and Sara at the Firefly Festival, so stay tuned for more updates. Thank you, guys.